Hello, this is my Mandalorian character LaWrathe. He is level 75 advanced prototype power tech. It's the first toon I ever created in Star Wars: The Old Republic. I'm on Starforge, and roleplay wise, he is a rally master in the Mandalorian Vanguard. Serves as first boots on the ground, clearing landing zones for the Imperial attacks. Said to be so skilled at stealth that he and his clan are likened to ghosts. So I'm going to be showing you a little bit around his stronghold. This is on Starforge and it is public listed if any Mandalorians and bounty hunters do want to stop by. So first I'm going to take you up top, show a little bit around up there. Then we are going to come down to the bottom, and I'm going to play the cinematic of the stronghold as a closer. However, I will probably be doing something unusual. I will be jumping down those cliffs over there, hopefully not killing myself, because there is an interesting design feature I want to show off that really you get the best view of coming down from the side. So, here we go. Alright, we'll be coming back to these rooms shortly. I just wanted to do the speeder overview. Yeah, here we've got a very basic landing pad for the Mandalorians. It's a Koth shuttle, nothing fancy, just something to get Mandalorian hunting parties and war parties from planet to planet. Over here we have a defensive area. It's pretty well defended. We got two large turrets, a Rishi pirate cannon, Mandalorian marksmen on either side. All the principal companions from the Fallen Empire expansion are here, as well as certain class companions. Some I chose over others for very specific reasons, as you shall see, mostly because they are related in some way to my characters on my legacy or other companions. I also frequently like to run around my strongholds and just talk to all of my companions because they often have something funny to say, and it amuses me. Khalil, however, is not too talkative. It always says not eligible for this conversation. Some odd reason. So, we've got two medical probes for Mandalorian defenders, a desert scanning and monitoring device for defensive reasons, sandcrawler there. A big anti-air turret. These mounts are all explicitly achievement mounts. We've got the Star Fortress mount, the Commander. Right side wins. Woot. We've got the Commander. We've got the Commander's specialist mounts, the Shacklaw, the Molitor, and the Gangster, and all those. The Bounty Broker's speeder, which is probably my go-to speeder due to Wraith being my main bounty hunter. We also have the Vectron Wraith. I put that on there because, of course, with his name being LaWrathe and the implication of Wraith, he just had to have that one. If you actually come around this way, you'll see another defensive area. So we've got that one there, and then we've got a desert settlement wall, a barricade, another large turret, Mandalorian, couple of Mandalorian snipers, a pair of tanks, a communications post, a scout walker, a medical station, med center, and a generator. I'll be taking you around that side very quickly. We've got a Mandalorian war tent. The clan leader hard at work. We also have sort of an outdoor area. I wanted to imply that this big stronghold was something of an oasis at one point, and still is, that there was a settlement here, but now it's mostly just ruins. So if you come here, you kind of see Statue of Corrado. He was the first Flashpoint boss. First operation I ever did was Corrado's Palace, so he's there. Then you've kind of got this lovely, nice outdoor cantina, and Theron and Nico Okar chatting each other up.
Good hanging out.
Hey, I bruise easy.
So let's bring it back around this way. So if you come in through the main entrance, you can kind of see we have a computer here, a minor flight control center for the landing pad out there. You have a Mandalorian hard at work, some drinks for downtime, planetary displays, some cargo and tools and things. And if we come down here, you can see we've got the Alliance statue that was brought back with the last anniversary, and a statue of Mandalore to greet people who are walking onto the base. If you come down here, we've got this lovely feature. We've got the torches there. You can kind of go through the ribcage and cross over a Mandalorian tile, which is funny. Remains of a building of some kind. And in we go. LaWrathe. There's some of the Oasis stuff I was talking about. Wraith is originally from Rishi, so his family were retired pirates and smugglers, so got the Rishi idols there. Come in through there. I've got the civic paintings from all the anniversary in this hallway, so you've got Tython and Korriban. So then we have our Datacrons. I will eventually be swapping out those four for the large display once I get that achievement in the Legacy. And Simia and Arkin are here looking at the old relics.
Ready when you are.
I'm not sure what you expect of me.
Mandalorian weapons rack for maintenance, all the different kinds of weapons, a blaster, the Beskad. Not sure whether that's the sniper rifle or the next one is. I think that might be the blaster rifle. It's shorter. Yeah, that's got to be the sniper rifle. It's longer. Holocall kiosk for anyone on the base to, anyone in the stronghold to make phone call or holocalls. I do have some utilities down here, so I don't have to go all the way up top if I need to. So there's a cargo hold or a safe with a couple of shelves, and then I've got some of the expansion decorations up against the wall. A little seating area. I've also got a legacy bank and shelving. There's Fallen Empire and Eternal Throne. I think it was the Frog Dogs that were originally the Republic PvP, so you've got the two flashpoints that were pub side only. So you've got the Korriban, the Republic version of Korriban Incursion and Assault on Tython, and then Maelstrom Prison and Terrell 4. Then if you come over here, we've got a statue of Shae Vizsla, the bounty hunter ship, new snow globes, the rest of the anniversary portraits there, except for in that hallway. There's the Meksha snow globe. A while ago, the first time I tried to do an operation, the Scum and Villainy one, I actually got, my computer crashed and I got booted, so I was like up on Olok the Shadow when my computer went down, so I was able to queue up and successfully complete it, so that was fun. So we've got all 7 of those operations bosses there. There we go. And there's Coruscant and Droman Kaas. You can kind of see we've got a nice framework for the door. LaWrathe, we've got an eating area with a waitress and a well of fresh water. That was one of those fun achievements. Alright, so because... let's move this down. I've got this big Sith family. So, right here we have LaWrathe, who was actually my first toon, and his Mandalorian clan, which is being built up. And that's why they're under adoption. Then you can see his brother, Black Stosh, who is my main smuggler, and Black Stosh's various crime lords who work for him. So, when Black Stosh is on Tatooine, he visits his brother and stays here. So, here we have Baudar. And I know what you're thinking. No, this is not a Porg reference. I was thinking Hungry Wookiee is hungry, but, you know, if it works. So we've got Porg Gustano here, who's always just kind of awkward and getting into trouble.
Why are you always looking at me? Don't you trust me yet?
I've also got the Carbonite bounty up here. There's a reason for that. I wrote a short story about LaWrathe being hired to kill or capture a White Maw pirate on his brother's behalf, and so he was eventually frozen in Carbonite and hung over the bar here. You can actually read it on my DeviantArt. I will post links in the comments. So we've also got this dancer and a small seating area. Some weapons containers. Of course, the classic the classic Dejarik table. The cunning datacrons framing the door. And then the bunks for Akavi, Corso, Gus, and Baudar, and a underworld shelving. And if you come in here, you can see where Black Stosh does his work when he's here. He also has a nice big luxury bed for him and his wife Risha Dran. And if you click this, you actually, for when he's accessed the computer, and there we have his work desk and an underworld locker with blasters, drinks, tools, munitions, etc. A bunch of Rishi crates. LaWrathe and his brother are originally from Rishi, so I think that would be fitting. The statue of Valkorion and HK. You can kind of see what this is leading up to over here once you see the floor tile. This is the Bounty Hunter crew's room. So you come in here, we've got all the trophies for the Shadow of Revan expansion. So we've got a big Mandalorian floor tile right in the middle. Treek is just hanging out here. Also got another Dejarik table for the bounty hunters to play with. The beds are different for the bounty hunter crew. They get the nicer Voss beds, so Skadge, Torian, and Galt sleep in these. And then we have a bunk bed for Treek and Blizz, because they're kind of smaller. So then I figure this is probably Torian's, because that's the painting of Taurus, and that Taurus is where you recruit Torian. So here's a mercenary work table and another underworld shelving.
Don't push it.
Skadge, surly and unpleasant as always. And here we have, we've got portrait of Droman Koss over the bar. And then this lovely framed area with all of my first achievements. So you've got Gragas Palace, the first operation, first world boss, Yadira Ban from Black Talon, which is, of course, the first one, and Lanos, because Lanos is as far as I was able to get on Eternal Championship with LaWrathe before getting frustrated and quitting. Also look above, and there's the poster for the original game. And then the expansions. And we have bounties in between the shelving here. So if we come out through here, we've got a fireplace, shooting range, and jetpack station. Come on, click please. And here is a barracks. So here we've got the trophies for the Eternal Championship. And a nice fan, ceiling light with a fan on it because it gets hot on Tatooine. Something I was very proud of how it turned out is we have 12 bunk beds in here and the exact same number of blaster rifles along these racks, and over here, droid workbench. So this one's eventually going to be swapped out for the next one of the PvP paintings, but you can kind of see how I've got them around there, and then those two, and then those three posters. Then the locker against the wall. So we've got Koth and we've got Koth and Eric Jordan in here, so...
I'm here.
And Koth I put in the Mandalorian Enforcer armor because I wanted to have one of my Fallen Empire companions wear it, and since Koth is a central figure, and the armor comes out of the old commander crates, I figured it was fitting if I put him in this. It's going to be either him or Senya.
Hard to stop thinking about Denon sometimes, you know.
So there are holding council with the other Mandalorians here. So that's it for this area. And here we have... And there we have this lovely little area here where we've got the Ricotta Statues, and you can kind of see how that looks. Trees and the piece there. Blizz working on the generators. You can kind of see already what's going on here. You've got a bunch of Mandalorian civics and a Jedi awaiting to be turned over to the Empire. So here we've got, and so here we have Bounty on our guard, some bounties waiting to be shipped out, and this is my favorite Roman out of all of my strongholds. So I meticulously took every single bounty hunter and Mandalorian decoration and fit it in this room somewhere, so very pleased with it. Here we go. So we've got HK chilling out at the Bounty Holo board. This board, I highly recommend you get them. They are literally the command center boards that you need. So he's got some bounties there. And then on the other side as well. And of course, they can be anyone, military personnel, bounty targets, enemy, Jedi, Sith, whatever. And you can click here. And you get the starfighters. And then the base under assault.
Statement. I have no information for you, Master. Shall we continue liquidating the undesirables?
Of course, this being a relic from a certain job the bounty hunter takes on Tatooine. If you play the planetary storyline. The bounty broker's weapons rack and bounty broker flags on either side. Bounty terminal. Got a statue or a model of the bounty hunter ship, the D5 Manus. A mailbox for messages from clients. This was a setup which was tricky to figure out, but eventually I did. We've got a swivel chair sitting behind a galaxy and planetary console. Reason being, I figure you need to track where your target is in the galaxy, narrow it down to a system before you head out. Meanwhile, your table has all your tools and your equipment. And there is Mandalore the Avenger, Shea Vizsla.
I know this is important, but I miss the camaraderie of my clan.
Over here you have the old AIM Datacrons and a Kingpin bounty. And here we also have trophies on the wall. A lot of them are flashpoints that I got queued for it a lot. When I did a lot of group finder missions, False Emperor and Legacy of the Ricotta were the ones I got most frequently. I played Oasis a lot because I wanted those urns, the Oasis urns. Plus you've got the World Boss, Idiraban and Corrado, and Lanos again. So then we've got the bounty planning table, the most wanted news kiosk with the two bounties on this side and the map areas, and then chairs for the bounty hunters, various companions to sit at. Here we have a Mandalorian clan leader working at the bounty terminal. Rack of blaster rifles. Originally I had something else there, but I pulled it out because this shelf has a lot more stuff on it. Drinks for relaxing, munitions crates, a toolbox, various crates, a pair of blasters, just all kinds of stuff. When you do Tatooine Rundown and get your Mako back, Kavi Spar comes as a bonus, and as I've said, Black Stosh is the smuggler is my bounty hunter's brother, so it was kind of a nice bonus there.
Words are not my strength.
So, she kind of hangs out in full bounty broker armor by the couch, also wearing the same clan colors I wear for LaWrathe Mandalorian clan, and you can kind of see her see the bounty broker weapon rack, the Mandalorian weapon rack over the Voss couch, the chair, and the bounty table. So really, and then the probe droid right there, ready to aid in whatever bounty hunting you need to do, and of course the ceiling bounty board. So really, just every bounty hunter decoration. So it's everything you need to do a mercenary roleplay, and it's my favorite realm. Alright, so now we are heading down here. You kind of see the Oasis stuff with the ruins I mentioned earlier. These Balmora Datacrons and the Masasi totems are here. Way back when I first started the game, I sort of, for lack of anything else, set it up like this. I honestly really So when I transferred everything over, I kept that setup. It's too bad that they nerfed the drop for those Datacron decorations. And then we've got our fireworks displays. Nice covered seating area so you can get out of the sun a little bit. And you come down here, we've got more trees in the Oasis. We've got another freshwater well. Nice pergola to sit down at. And then you can kind of see the entrance. So we've got the waterfalls, the statues of Mandalore, and the big fountain here. And the statue of Malgus, with the flag blowing in a light breeze. A couple of Mandalorian guards. The planetary signs. This decorative feature here, a couple of seats. Sort of a lounge in the port. A security monitors there. Flight control, orbital monitors, galaxy monitors. The name I gave to my D5 Mantis was the Red Acklay, so there she is. You come down here and see the Voss terminal, or I'm sorry, the Ziost Olo terminal. I like to use these, the galaxy memorials, as a galaxy map. You've got the emergency station console, radar, got T7 at the at this computer core. And you also have the disintegrator on the ceiling from the bounty brokers. We've got the power console for them, the control console for it, and 2 proximity monitors so you don't disintegrate anything you don't want to disintegrate. Here's some power cores, all the munitions and bombs for the Red Acklay. LaWrathe is the one I do a lot of space missions on, so we've got all these here. A bunch of cargo, a load lifter, generator, a work table, more cargo shelves. Here's where all the munitions and munitions cargo is. So we've got blasters, munitions crate, munitions canisters there. And then over here we got the IOCAF munitions bounties ready to be delivered. An energy pylon. This is where all the mounts go that are effectively need protected in from the more harsher desert sun. So this is the Coriolis Marquee, so I figure if LaWrathe and Mako are going for a night on the town, he takes this because it's a 2-seater. So this is the feature I wanted to show earlier. It's the foyer. Kind of see the statues and the waterfalls. You pass that. Have some defensive turrets. The ship actually looks like it dodged it. And you come through here, you can kind of see these in the lovely framing piece. Ooh. Excuse me, let me get a drink of water. Got this lovely statue of Mandalore the Avenger. And we also have the D5 Mantis models. We have these 2 framing the elevator, an ancient library, and a couch. We also have this from Corrado's palace, and as I said, LaWrathe and his brother are natives of Rishi. Their parents were retired pirates and smugglers, so they so we've kind of got Rishi plant here. So this is sort of the trophy room / living room area. And Quaizon Fess is in here. Quaizon Fess is in here. As I said, a lot of the companions I chose to hang out here are for various reasons. If you play through the Consular storyline and do Quaizon's quest line, you learn that Quaizon actually traveled with Brayden and Mako for a while, and Quaizon actually calls in a favor for Mako to help him with something. Which is kind of interesting considering what Mako would be doing at the time, so it's kind of nice to have all your companions and all their old friends just sort of hanging out here. So here we have Dramus Holocron from the time your bounty hunter Outlander kills Valkorion. We have the skulls of my enemies, Jedi, Sith, various other warriors standing on display. As I said, Karaga's Palace was the first operation I did, so we've got this lovely display of all the bosses from the operation. Seating area with all of the... with a lot of Flashpoint trophies. Of course, here we've also got, with the exception of Torque, these are the specifically for final bosses, and then a crystal taken from a conquered Jedi temple, a live bounty kept in stasis, and then over here we have what's eventually going to be all the world bosses, but for now it's those. Energy pylon. The lightsaber of the False Emperor, taken as a trophy after he was defeated at the Emperor's space station. Carbonite bounties, an Empress Valen Hollow, after her party was crashed. Over here we also have a Bounty Hunter Memorial Projector with the lightsabers of defeated Jedi and Sith. And the other boss and the other bosses from the operations, the Temple of Sacrifice and Dread Fortress. And a banner taken as a trophy by the Conqueror of Corellia. And around the top you can see all the class signs set up on the walls as trophies. Another Jedi Crystal taken as a trophy. A Sky Trooper chassis, a hot tub for relaxing, a meal area. Here we have a cook. I guess that's what the decoration merchant is doing, and trophies from the Eternal Championship. I actually only got as far as Lanos before I got stuck and frustrated. But with the help of a friend from the guild I am in with a bunch of my alts, I was able to take care of it. My friend Alvame is an amazing tank. Got the 2 PvP signs, a Hutt who made the mistake of ticking off the wrong bounty hunter, and here we have placards from from Republic and Imperial strongholds taken when they were conquered. Here, if we come down here, we see Galt is up to his old mischief as usual. As a card shark.
Whatever's wrong, it wasn't me.
Yeah, likely story. We've also got a dance floor here for guests of for the Mandalorians when it's party time. Over here, we've kind of got the same setup with the flowers and the tree. The only difference is this is a merchant table, while this one is a bounty table. Got a radar station in case somebody gets too close to the balcony. A nice throne for a Wraith to relax at. A Mandalorian lieutenant. Here we have a Jarek board. A couple of lounges over here. Bar here. Someone must have upset Baudar. And then over here we have our main bar with a picture of McKeb. Here's our main control room. I really do like the main control room as well. Torian's here, hard at work.
Koyashi.
We've got the big galaxy map on this side. It's all our planetary stuff. Power console. Kind of see how I've got on this side the ceiling monitors with the rotating pieces. And on the other side we have East console from the Zakulan metacomputation device. Also got the Imperial computer and the coil monitor. There's our orbital. Here's our server monitor and other computers, and here is Lana Benico.
May the Force serve us well.
Alright, and then we'll head into the master bedroom. I was really actually proud. This was something I did some time ago. I figured out how to put 10 chairs around one basic table. HK55.
Do not fear.
So here we've got a security and general workstation. Figure Mako uses this one. A little seating area with a Rishi portrait. Mandalorian floor tile. Erased desk. You've got a model of the Red Acklay and the AIM Datacron, plus any computers, plus the computer core that he needs to access. Of course, we've got another rack of tools and equipment. Mandalorian weapon rack. We have underworld supply locker, munitions crate. I also drew a picture of LaWrathe and Mako relaxing post-hunt, so I'll also post the image of that in the comment section. Cargo bay, and the signs from the different expansions. There we go. So, and there's Mako.
Just doing my job.
I love Mako. She was my first waifu ever in this game, so she's in the master bedroom as the wife. And last but not least, hope you thoroughly enjoyed your tour of my Mandalorian Stronghold. Feel free, if you are on Starforge Server, to stop on by. It is publicly listed. My guild is also Shadow Alliance. We have open recruiting right now, and may the Force serve you well. Goodbye.